What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It looks like Elon Musk truly did unload on a snivelly little entitled brat who was totally trying to own him in a Twitter space. I initially thought it wasn't actually him who said it, so I put out a tweet white knighting for him saying, like, wait a minute, the sound doesn't sound like Elon. But then the more I listened over and over, and then I found the actual space, pretty sure it was. Well, there was a former Twitter employee and current Netflix employee that really wanted to take the opportunity to stick it to Elon and prove that he knows nothing at all whatsoever. I mean, I don't know. I assume that's what it is. That's what he thought he was going to get over, and it was just really cringe. But obviously, probably the most important moment in this guy's life. You're a Jack A. moment. Chief Twit Elon Musk loses his cool when he's asked a pointed question about the tech giant software engineering during a Twitter space, then brands his interrogator a moron. Well, yeah. I mean, what essentially what it sounded like, I'll play it for you because it was really cringe. But it was like, can you explain a super complex thing right now for everyone listening to prove that you know what you're talking about? And the tone of the guy, you could just tell immediately it was not in good faith. So it was like one of those weird things where it was like, bro, this guy's clearly not asking in good faith. So why should you even entertain his answer in good faith? It's just very, it's like, when somebody on Twitter might ask something and it's like, I'm pretty sure they don't really want the answer. That's exactly what this was. Elon Musk lost his cool when he was asked a pointed question about Twitter software engineering on Tuesday night before branding his interrogator a moron. Answering a question from Hots, who Musk 51 said that Twitter would need a total rewrite of the whole thing if the platform wanted to have really high velocity. This prompted a surprise response from Brown, who was given the virtual microphone to Chief Twit. Now, this person is a former Twitter employee, probably knows a little bit of something about it, but just listen to how this is not how you ask questions.
When you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Break it down.
So a stack is basically all the pieces of the technology that build the software.
Have you seen George's diagram?
No. I mean, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
So he said, "Come on, bud." He's sounds like Destiny, or one of these leftoid debate me bros.
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know. You gave me the. I got no.
I didn't give you
the mic.
His name is Ian Brown, by the way.
I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
What? No, man. You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. What is the stack? Elon?
Keep things technical in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it?
So he's obviously trying to imply that Elon Musk doesn't know anything and that he couldn't possibly understand it and blah, 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 blah.
What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on.
They see the condescension when he starts saying, buddy, come on, man. It's like he's obviously saying, hey, I clearly think you know nothing, and this is my big moment to totally own you.
All right, so first off,
amazing. Wow, wait. You're a jackass.
Okay. All
right. No.
So I initially thought that was someone else that said that, but it was him. So I think, first of all, the answer to that question probably takes a really long time. I'm pretty sure that Elon understands more than just the basics, but even on top of that, I'm pretty sure that whoever he employs, right, to handle that has informed him of such a mess. And, it turns out this guy is a former Twitter employee. He's like, okay, I've got no credibility here, buddy. I've got no idea what I'm talking about, Brown says sarcastically as the virtual mic is taken away from him. Good. What a moron, Musk says in response, in an attempt to get the final word in an embarrassing exchange. Hotz, a hacker known for iOS jailbreaks and reverse engineering the PlayStation 3 and subsequent lawsuit brought by Sony, was hired by Musk in November to help him, quote, fix Twitter. However, 12 weeks on, he announced on the platform that he was stepping down, said he didn't think there's any real impact he could make there. I mean, okay, I'm not sure that that's necessarily a negative thing, but that's how they're spinning it, obviously. The Twitter Space outburst came after, obviously, Elon announced that he was going to step down as CEO. I mean, I think it's pretty clear when you look at this person, they were not coming from a position of good faith. It was a gotcha question. I think certainly it did get him. I'm pretty sure he was probably like, wait, what, who are you even? Like, he didn't know who he was. He was just some random person came into the space. I'm sure he's not very happy about that. You could see the remark prompted a response from Brown, a developer for Netflix who worked at Twitter for 8 years before leaving the company in October 2021. Wait, seriously, a total rewrite? That's your prediction? Prediction for velocity? Yeah, Musk said. Well, when you say a total rewrite, you mean starting with a skeleton, asked Hotz, a well-known hacker, blah, 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 who resigned from Twitter earlier in the day. He didn't really resign. He was like an intern. He was just donating his time, from what I understand. Or a bunch of engineers sit down with the whiteboard and say, what is Twitter, revolution or reform? Brown responded with laughing hysterically emoji, which appeared briefly on his avatar as part of the function of Twitter Spaces to express themselves while someone else is talking. Musk replied, you either need to amend this crazy stack that exists or rewrite it. Brown chimed in once again, grilling Musk over what he actually meant if he could break it down. Who are you? An agitated Musk said. What do you mean, who am I? I don't know. You gave me the effing mic. Like, why doesn't he just say I'm a former Twitter employee? You know, I think it was pretty sad to see, like, the guy is a jackhole. Like, there's just no question about it. There's really no, like, it's like, man, if you wanted to answer that question or ask that question, like, maybe, like, that's the thing. He wasn't interested in actually engaging in any kind of conversation. He clearly doesn't like Elon Musk. He left in October 2021 after it was established that Elon was buying or making a bid to buy the platform. He moved to Netflix, and this is obviously a big deal for him now. He totally got one over on Elon. I'm sure that if you asked Elon it gave him 5 seconds to think about it, he could go on and explain the answer, but the guy kept interrupting him and forcing himself into the conversation. He never even really gave him a chance to answer. I think that, it's interesting to see, this is a guy that worked at Twitter for 8 years. Maybe he's a little butthurt that maybe he was a part of that, and he's a little butthurt that Elon's insulting his project. I don't know, but I don't think this looks good really for either of them. Elon's got to be able to answer these questions if he's going to put this stuff out there. But I think he got flustered because this guy came at him with such velocity and such anger that, like, I'm sure Elon could have answered it, but probably his BS radar was going off, or he didn't feel like this guy was answering in any kind of good faith. So why should he give good faith? Which is something I often say. It's like these like debate me bros on Twitter, or like, I mean, it's kind of just like a dead space now, but it was really annoyingly popular for a while. And it's like, they don't ask any questions in good faith. It's about the tactics of debate. It's not actually about changing anybody's minds. And there's something to be said for the entertainment in that. But like, this guy came in for his big moment. He's probably just creaming into his soy latte nonstop after he believes that he got one over on Elon. Now, I'm sure Elon could have answered his question if he had like a few seconds to think about it. He wanted him to explain top down, why Twitter was different than other systems. I'm pretty sure Elon knows a thing or two. I think that's like one of this weird leftist tropes. Like, you can say you don't like the guy, and that's fine. You can say you don't like Teslas. That's fine. But like this weird cope on the left about like how he just doesn't know anything at all whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not backed by any kind of real science. And like, just look at the scoreboard. Look at how, look at what SpaceX is doing. What is this guy doing? He's some cog in the machine at Netflix. So I mean, it's, I'm sure this is a big moment for him. And he probably isn't a moron, but he's a douchebag. He came across as one at least. It's a big moment for him, real big smug moment for him. So I don't blame Elon for getting irritated with it, because the guy like came out of nowhere. Like, I think like congratulations to IGB for calling out Elon Musk. Like, calling him out. Nice pronouns in the bio. Like, what do you even, you are like, I don't even understand. The bad news is almost certain that we will totally self-own with our own usual uninformed opinions and bad takes. I suppose, like, these people aren't really interested in good faith conversation, but I do think it's pretty funny. So I see you link your Mastodon. Good for you. Enjoy Mastodon, buddy. The circle jerk over there. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. We'll be going live. Sydney Watson and I will be going live just after 5 p.m. today. So I hope to see you there, and we'll talk to you again real soon.